ladies and gentlemen, for the 964th time it is, the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that guy called Big Mike.
Yeah.
As well as myself, that dude called Foul Duke. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today?
Oh man, Mike. I just took a piss. I feel great. The world has re-begun.
Yo, so, got a question for you, man. Because I was thinking about this over the weekend. There was a meme that popped up, and it said, if you had your choice to know about one of the four, what would it be? Would it be Area 51? Would it be the Vault in the Vatican? Would it be what's in Antarctica? Or what is in the rest of the ocean?
I'm taking if I can have just a clean pass into the Vatican anytime I want to go down into that vault and just fucking
you was thinking
dig.
the same shit I was thinking.
I'm totally taking the
because
Vatican.
you know there's some shit down in there.
Yeah, I got guarantees on that. I got no other guarantees.
Exactly.
I know I'm going to blow my mind in the Vatican.
The Vatican would be where it's at for me because, like you said, it's the info. It's like my man J5 said, input.
Damn
more
right.
input.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, but then I got to think.
Because that's kind of an easy answer in my book. Like, I almost stopped you. I almost said, don't tell me the other two options because I'm taking the Vatican.
Because I said the Vatican too, because I'm like, that one I know there's shit in. Antarctica, granted, yes, all
That's
the countries.
super interesting, but I don't have the ability to really go through it like I'd want to.
Yeah, like,
I'd have to have faith in whatever. If I get access to the Vatican, shit.
The Vatican is more, you can actually put your hands on some shit.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm raising hell, man. Yeah, that'd be a problem. They'd be kicking me out.
Area 51, that's some questionable shit, but Area 51, I'm like, yo, if you got alien shit over there, I'm cool with it.
But I can find info in the Vatican about similar, if not that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
There might be some underground.
The Vatican's going to tell me what's in the ocean too, dog. They know all that shit.
The Vatican's going to tell you what's in Antarctica.
They're going to be like, this is the section from the Library of Alexandria.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit, man, what?
They got all that shit.
Man,
they're going to be like, we took all of this. This is all of the Mayans fucking literature.
You want to know what happened to them? We got rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know
That's
what
right.
I mean?
That's right.
This is what you want to know what the city of Atlantis is right here. You know what I mean?
We took all their info.
Probably still got the fucking old school Dewey Decimal System.
You think they're using the Dewey Decimal System in the Vatican Library?
Probably not now, but they did. They probably had some stones or some tablets. I mean, they probably got actual shit.
They got a lot of stuff.
Carved in some stones, carved in some wood.
They probably got stones that have laser discs embedded in them that you could put into the right kind of player, and it'll give you like an optical.
They
3D
definitely got at least the aliens, the reptilian people down there somewhere. One of them, they got some archives of some shit.
Maybe they got just a reptilian that they keep feeding, and they keep asking it questions. And
All
keeps
kinds
giving
of
them
shit,
answers.
man. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
That thing could go way deep.
Because
the
that's
Vatican
what I'm
could
saying.
be 77
there
stories.
Could be so much shit that
That's
we
right.
don't know because nobody's allowed in this motherfucker.
And they've been digging into it for centuries.
You know what I mean?
Just making more archive space.
Yeah.
They're probably under half a Rome and nobody knows it.
These sons of bitches are.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a little tiny
It's
thing.
a little
it probably goes down, but at some point, I drink your milkshake.
Yeah, it spreads all over.
Yeah.
I know it has to.
Yeah.
There's no way
They're all up under the whole boot.
All kinds of shit. It's like fucking the old speakeasies and shit. You know what I mean? The brownstones in fucking Baltimore and shit for the Underground Railroad. It's all connected some kind of way. They probably popping up in people's houses watching motherfuckers do shit.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They don't even know it.
The people coming out of the Vatican.
Family are just eating dinner.
To sneak around behind your two-way mirror that you don't know about in your living room.
That ain't no mice, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's the Vatican.
That's one of them fuckers right there probably looking at your little boy thinking about shit.
See,
Nasty
that's
motherfuckers.
That's the thing, right? Like, they could have all sorts of space underground, but you know it's not going to be populated with a bunch of people because they ain't into that.
What, down there?
down underneath the underground, and if the Vatican had all kind of space that they could fill with.
Oh, they got their own secret room
people.
for shit like
I'm
that.
saying, like, they're not reproducing.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
They're recruiting, but they're not reproducing.
Right.
You know?
Weirdos.
They're bringing them in and locking them up. But then I was like, you know, why don't we have a way to explore the ocean? If we
Pressure.
so-called
We gotta go deep, and we
here's the
can't
thing.
handle the pressure of the water.
we go up into space to avoid with nothingness,
But it doesn't have the same kind
you
of
know
pressure.
what I mean? I'm quite sure they got shit that can do that now. Like, you don't think we have anything?
They did, and they took it down, and it imploded.
Well, that's because it was some rich asshole that thought he had the right thing to do.
He did. He should have just made one every time.
But what
Like,
he
this
should
is a one-time use submersible.
Yeah, don't go down there.
Super
Send,
deep
like
submersible.
what's it called? Like the drone. Send the drone thing down that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Well, like that makes a lot more sense too, because it's not like you had some sort of like glass look away that you could actually see the Titanic
Exactly.
through. You were seeing it the same way you'd see it if you were on the surface.
Exactly.
It was so stupid.
You know,
So stupid.
So send down the fucking drone and you stay up here with your PlayStation controller and do all that shit like
Yeah,
that.
you know what the problem was? Me and the Dub were joking about it. The Mad Cats. It was a Mad Cats controller. That they
Oh, that's what they had was
That's
that.
what the problem was. They were like, man, I had left and it went right. Next thing you
They
knew,
had the shit fucked up on
we
them.
were all fucked up.
But like I said, you know, we got shit that we can do a drone. We could easily make a drone and send that motherfucker down there. If you got the motherfuckers that be flying in the air, dropping bombs and silence and shit, you can't tell me you can't shoot one of these motherfuckers down at the bottom of the fucking
I
ocean.
think that the issue is interest. The people that want to know don't have the money to fund the exploration.
Or they could be getting stopped by those that already do know.
Yes, that's
you
the
know
other
what I
issue.
mean. That's the
That's
other
right.
part to it.
I've been watching a lot of stuff, man. I was watching something about how there's like Egyptian ruins in the Colorado, in
The Grand
Grand Canyon,
yeah.
yeah.
Because they're like, is this the real Egypt? Because there's a doorway, or there's a
there's
pathway.
a staircase that leads into an underground chamber, and
And they're like, yo, could it be connected to fucking Egypt somehow? Because they have they're like, oh, here are the
hieroglyphs
ruins.
on the wall. Apparently,
Here are like ruins of fucking what could have been a sphinx sitting here, and the pyramids here.
I've seen that one, but like, there's apparently like hieroglyphics in the walls,
Yeah, in the walls
and a
down
bunch
there.
of mummies and shit.
Uh huh.
Yeah, but
Found
it's
all
also
kinds
in
of
like
shit.
an area that's been like cordoned off, and you're not allowed to
You're
go.
not
It's
allowed to
no
go there.
fly. It's a
Yeah.
no walk. You get in trouble if you go. The black
Yep.
helicopters come if you go up in there.
And see, that's one of the things. It's like, all right, if we are not allowed to be there, why not?
It makes me want to go something fierce.
That's that X-Files shit in me. You know what I mean? Like, the truth is
it's,
out there.
For me, it's. I guess it's X Files kind of, but it's like, to me, it's just like corrupt government.
That too,
You're not
that's
going
what
to
I'm
tell me
saying.
I can't go somewhere. This is national park territory.
Because-
that means we own this.
But that
we're
also,
populous here
by
in America.
You saying that I shouldn't go there makes me want to go
That's
there
right.
because I want to know what you're hiding
That's
now. Because I
exactly
know
right.
you're hiding something.
Yeah.
If I can't go there,
It's because you got
it's
some
because
shit you don't
got
want me
shit
to
that
know
you
about.
won't- Yeah, exactly.
And that makes me want to know about it.
Exactly.
It's like I used to tell the ladies when I was bartending, right? I'd be behind a bar doing my thing. A couple of ladies would be down there talking. I'd get close, they start whispering. I said, ladies, you realize when you whisper, it makes me want to listen.
Huh.
If you're just talking, I may or
I
may
don't-
not hear you. I may or may not process whatever you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't particularly care. But when you start whispering, when I get close, that makes me tune in. So just be aware.
Just helping you out here.
Once
a
you
little
start
bit.
whispering, I start listening. So, and that's the same principle. Don't want me to know this? Well, now I want to know.
Exactly.
What are you not telling me?
That's why I'm like, man, you know, with all the shit in Antarctica, how all these countries are protecting Antarctica.
Yeah.
You can't go there, you can't explore, you can't do shit with it. You get turned away and you got to ask permission from all these countries just to go there, and you have to tell them exactly what you're looking for or what you're doing there.
It's because of the Thing. You've seen The Thing, right?
What thing?
You ain't never seen The Thing?
Oh, you talking about the movie The
Yeah,
Thing?
man, The
yeah.
Thing.
I was like, wait a minute, what
You know what happened in The Thing?
Yeah.
With Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
In Antarctica?
And I'm like,
That's what's going on down there. Shapeshifters.
I want to know all that shit. Just like Area 51 is one of those things where, like, you know, there's so much mystery behind that. It might not even be shit in that motherfucker at this point. It might just be fucking, they just be in that motherfucker playing poker or something. It might be a gigantic fun house for these assholes to be at. Just because, the American people can't come here, but y'all motherfuckers can. We can, this is our vacation joint right here.
Right.
We got all kinds of shit going on in this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Could be.
Could be some crazy shit like that. You know, you never know, but I want to know. because we can't go there.
Yeah. The more you tell me I can't know it, the more I want. Like this Epstein garbage. I'm like, just put it out.
Yeah, just put it out.
What do you know then? Tell me what you know. Show me.
The people on the list are probably gonna fucking die any goddamn way. They're probly already damn near dead anyway. You know what I mean?
I don't know, dude. I think everybody's in on it. I think they're all up to it.
If they could pop that, the whistleblower, what's the one dude? The lawyer. The lawyer got on some joint and said there is a list. He said, I've seen the list. I know the names on the list, but because of client privileges, whatever,
I can't put it out there. Attorney-client
look,
privacy laws.
You on your deathbed, bruh? Shit.
I mean, for real,
dropping the list
to a great degree. Yes,
dropping the list. Fuck it.
But
because
like,
what you gonna do to me when I die?
It has to come out, man. It has to come out.
It needs to. Motherfuckers need to know.
It's so infuriating.
Like, where the fuck is what's her name at?
At this point, the only thing that I was hopeful about with Trump coming in that has come true to a great degree is Bobby Kennedy.
Yeah, he's the only one that seems to be doing his goddamn job.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Actually is doing the job that he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
The only motherfucker
I'm really digging it. I'm really digging it. I'm like, thank God, at least you're here, Bobby. Because the rest of these motherfuckers are pissing me off.
Fucking bruh, they are. It's to the point where it's like, you know, you want to do like that fucking one scene when the motherfucker getting off the train, Dave Chappelle getting off the train, just smacking motherfuckers. You just want to go down the whole fucking Trump cabinet, just smacking and backhanding.
It's bigger than just them. It's every politician practically.
It's all these motherfuckers.
Like,
man.
The only one I'm actually kind of into at this point is like Massey, the one that Trump hates.
Fucking
out of Kentucky. Thomas Massey.
Yeah.
He's great.
I haven't seen too much about him. I had to check him out.
Yeah, he's a good dude. But like most of them are not. Like he lives in like an RV out on like the parking lot inside of Congress a lot of the time.
Oh, nice.
Like he's literally like doing some like off-grid shit most of the time.
Nice.
Yeah. No, he's pretty dope.
Thomas Massey.
He's from Kentucky. Like him and Rand Paul, I think are like pretty dope.
You
as
know
far
what's
as
crazy?
Like being open-minded about things and not always being on the side of
who the fuck,
whatever the big party tells them to be on.
What the fuck is the one dude that used to be a bitch and now he's calling out Trump? Tucker Carlson.
Oh yeah, Tucker's killing it lately.
I'm like, damn. I didn't think I would agree with this man on some shit.
Tucker, the leash is off, and Tucker is pulling stuff.
He's been nailing these motherfuckers with shit. When he went at what's that funny looking motherfucker? Yeah, that funny looking fucker.
He wasted
ripped
Ted
that
Cruz.
Motherfucker's ass.
That was so dope.
Even Candace Owens is getting up in this shit, talking shit, and I'm like, yo, half the shit I agree with her on, half the shit I don't agree with her on.
Like,
you know what I mean?
I love what she's doing about.
But she's fucking going for
Macron in France and his wife.
I don't even know what's going on with that shit.
Candace Owens is crazy, dude. She's great in a lot of ways, but she is like totally putting it out there on this that Macron, the president of France, has this wife that's like 30-something years older than him that used to be a man apparently and is transgendered to a lady.
Oh, so he's got that popcorn pussy.
They don't want to put it out there. I don't even know if he's got that or what. Or I don't even know. I don't know the finer two details. He might have some thing. But like the real fuck of it is that they knew each other when he was like 15 or something, because the lady was like a teacher at his school or something. And there's, they think that maybe he's been groomed to be the kind of leader that he is by this woman.
It's possible.
Who's like used to be a dude. But like Candace Owens keeps putting out all this information that she's getting from the French press about how this lady used to be a dude, and apparently Trump got pulled aside by Macron, according to Candace Owens, and was like, hey, can you like call Candace Owens and get her to quit making a big deal of this shit? And I'm like, that's awful. A lot of validity being added to the situation.
Yeah, if you want somebody to stop some shit, man, you ain't got to say shit to it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. By saying
you can just ignore it.
You're kind of admitting shit without admitting to it.
Yeah, you're validating.
Yeah,
a lot.
You're giving energy to the situation that if you just left it alone, you might be pretty much good.
She was apparently slapping him coming off a plane. There's like a video.
Oh yeah. I seen where the arm came out and hit the motherfucker.
And then he, like, looks at the camera and smiles like everything's fine.
Because the door opened up right when the jab come across that joker. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Now I know you talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So his wife is like 30-something years older than him and might have been like a dude back in the day. But when they met, he was like underage.
Yeah.
And like they've been together for a really long time. So it's like, you remember Mary Letourneau, the bitch? I think it was Mary Letourneau.
What's that name?
I don't. The woman that was a teacher who was banging her
That had
student.
the student,
and then
got,
she went to jail.
locked up,
She got
had the
locked up.
baby or whatever.
Well, she got locked up, and then she got out of jail,
Yeah,
and
she
they got back
with him,
together.
yeah.
Like
They're
that'd be like
living in happily matrimony, whatever, or whatever the fuck it is.
they seem to be happy together, from what I've gathered. But like, imagine if they were running France, and she used to be a dude. Like, that's like the level of like.
Yeah, because that boy, he was only 13, I think, at the time.
He was definitely.
Yeah, he was young.
Definitely down there.
Because they made it. They did a whole.
He had years to go before he was legal.
They had a whole VH1 fucking or Lifetime movie about that
If she
shit.
hadn't fucked him when he was 13, do you think he would have been still interested in her by the time he was 18? If she had allowed
If she
things
did-
to play out naturally.
Probably not.
Probably
Probably not.
not.
Because then by the time he's 18, he had already experienced some other things
Right.
with some other chicks
Exactly.
around his age.
You never
It's like,
can
you
tell.
know what? Nah, I'm good. I don't need you, Michelle Pfeiffer. You know, I got this right over here.
I don't think
you know
she
what
was
I mean?
Michelle Pfeiffer level high.
No, I'm just saying, like Michelle Pfeiffer in Dangerous Minds,
Dangerous
the
Minds.
teacher. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
I know. I could see her in my mind. When you said it, I knew exactly the movie you were
I can't remember her
referencing.
name. What was her name?
In Dangerous Minds?
No. The teacher that fucked the boy.
It might have been Mary Kay Letourneau.
All right, let's see if I can pull her up. Mary Kay, not Mary.
Mary Kay.
Oh, Mary Kay. Yep, there it is. Mary Kay Letourneau, American teacher.
Yeah, that's it. Fucked her student, went to jail,
She's
came
dead
out.
now.
Oh, well.
She died in 2020.
I wonder if it was the vid.
She had colon cancer. Well, I'll be damned.
Well, damn. Well, see,
Yeah.
you know what's interesting about that? That young boy is now footloose and fancy free again.
Yeah, she was American sex offender and teacher who pleaded guilty in 1997. Yep. I'll be damned. She died. She was only 58 when she died.
Yeah, man, the cancer
Wow.
will take you hard.
Damn.
Take you right
Yep,
out.
He was 13 years old. His name was Vili, V-I-L-I. I'ma fuck the whole last name up. Falula, F-A-F-U-A-L-A-A-U.
And if you click on him, or does it show him as spouse? Like on
That's
the
why I'm about to look
Wikipedia
his name.
page?
That's why I'm about to look his name up. I had to find his name first. Wow, I didn't know she passed away. Damn. That happened during the vid, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's why you didn't know it. Here he is.
Oh, yeah, it was overshadowed by all the other people that were dying of COVID.
He's
We got
42.
shorted on Mary Kay Letourneau.
Nobody knew that. That was one of the ones that went under the radar, man. Wow, that's crazy. Yep, it says Vili, whatever his name is, ex-husband. He got his 2 kids. He's a DJ. He's a professional DJ.
Shut up.
That's what it says.
That's hysterical.
Look at life, 20 years. His
DJ, I got touched.
God damn it. This motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, DJ, I got
DJ,
touched.
I got touched.
You
God
remember Tony
damn
Touch,
it.
don't you? I'm DJ, I got touched.
God damn it, man. Yeah, the motherfucker was in 6th
DJ,
grade.
inappropriate touch.
6th grade. God damn. So it started when he was 12. God dog it.
And he didn't knock her up till they were grown, right?
He knocked her up right before she went to jail.
Oh, really? So she was pregnant in
Yeah,
jail?
she was pregnant in jail.
With his kid?
Yeah. Let me see here.
That's some live action, yo.
Yeah, she was 34 when she began the relationship with 12-year-old Vivelo. God
Just
damn.
call him V, Mike.
Yeah, I'm just calling him V.
Clearly, you're not going to be able to pronounce his name.
So he's
you haven't even
yeah.
tried.
Nah, I'm not, because I'm gonna fuck it all up. So I just call him V, Mr. V. It says here though that
Child
fucking
V.
goddamn ads. He's a DJ in Seattle. Goes by the stage name DJ Headline. Well,
DJ Headline is not nearly as good as DJ I Got Touched.
so wait a minute. He has another daughter that was in 2022. So he knocked somebody else up.
Oh, so he got a daughter recently. As soon
Yeah.
as that bitch died, he was
Yeah.
knocking somebody else up. That's crazy.
Well, I'll be damned.
He didn't waste no
Okay.
time. Got right back to it.
Yeah, the bitch dead. I ain't got to deal with
That's
her no
it.
more.
Back in the saddle
'Cause-
again.
Yeah, because fuck, if she was 34.
Would you introduce yourself as the guy that knocked up his teacher before she went to jail in the 90s? Would you say, do you remember Mary Kay Letourneau? And people
Oh,
would be
yeah,
like,
I would have said some
people
shit.
would be
Yeah.
like, that, why is that name familiar? And you'd
Oh,
be like,
man, I fucked
because I
her.
fucked her when I was in middle school.
I'm the guy. I'm the reason why she in there. Well, she's really the reason why she in there, but she fucked me. That she had my baby.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
God, dog is 34 and he was 12. So what's that?
22
Fucking
years.
22 years. So if she died at 58, so that fucking what, 36? He was 36 when she passed.
Yeah.
And she was almost 60 years old. You're a 36-year-old man out here,
Footloose and fancy
fucking
free.
single after the vid,
Been fucking a bitch
bruh.
since she was 12. Been fucking a teacher since she was 12.
Yeah.
That's got to be a different kind of confidence level that you walk around with. You know, you're like,
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
I was so special when I was 12. My teacher fucked me.
He said, okay, so wait a minute, hold on, look. In 2017, their younger daughter was 18. And the empty nest, they seemed to drift apart. Said V was the one who filed for the petition of separation. So he was filing for divorce
Absolutely.
in 2017.
Absolutely. You know why? Because he was too young for
And then
her.
it says here, by 2019, the relationship was over. It was done in 2019, and then a year later, she passed away. Stage 4 cancer.
I don't mean to laugh at that bitch, but goddamn. That's like a double whammy right there. She goes to jail for him, for fucking him.
Yeah.
She gets out. They cap it off. They get back to it. Like, her pussy was good enough that boy waited.
Well, he probably didn't know no better, though.
Exactly.
He didn't know nothing else.
Yep.
Like, he thought he was in love, probably. Like, all right, I'm supposed to be with this woman now, because it says...
The
well,
man tells me I shouldn't be. It's more that forbidden thing. You tell me I can't do it. It makes
he
me want to
was
do it more.
15 and already a father of 2. So they already had the one baby, then had another one.
So wait, did she get in
So she
trouble
had-
after the first one? She had the first
She had
one?
the first one, then was pregnant with the second one. God, doggy. Yeah, it says the first child, their daughter Audrey, was in May 1997, 3 months before she pleaded guilty. And the second one was born during her prison sentence in 1998. So he got conjugal visits then. So you had one daughter.
Wait. He was how old in 1998? He's younger than us. He couldn't have been getting conjugal visits in 1998.
Says their second daughter was born in prison and during her prison sentence.
No, well, it must have been.
So she was
she
still
had
out.
the first baby.
Had the first baby, was
and
pregnant.
Then she got pregnant again.
and
Then
had,
got
and
in
was
trouble.
pregnant, yeah, and was in and got locked up.
She got in trouble when she was like 6 weeks into the second baby. Probably didn't even know.
Yep.
Got locked up and then was like, I'm getting morning sickness. I'm pregnant again. Bam.
God damn it.
You would think, you'd put on a rubber, right?
When, as a child, as a teenager,
I mean, especially back in the 90s and shit then.
man, you 12 years old,
I mean, where are you even gonna get it?
you don't even know what the fuck you doing with your dick yet. You know what I mean? You know something else just got shit shoot
All
on
I'm
this
saying is,
motherfucker.
back in the 90s, man, we were still pretty, indoctrinated into wrapping it up to,
Yeah, to a degree,
To a
but
great
I'm like,
degree.
you gotta think a 12-year-old that doesn't really speak well enough English,
well, that might be true,
you
too.
know what I mean, out here.
I know that when I was a kid, if the teacher wanted to fuck me, I'd be like, shouldn't I put on a rubber? Why the fuck
And
is this?
fucking, she rub his little fucking pecker,
I can't get fucking teacher pregnant.
and she make that motherfucker jump. You know, he thinking about a rubber right now. He don't know what the fuck going on.
I don't know, dog.
And don't let
know.
that bitch do a hand job while she grading papers. He don't know what the fuck. He just going straight retarded.
Yeah, dude, that would have been definitely. that
You
could
done
have been a
fucked
real
this whole
problem.
boy's whole world up if he never busted a nut before. If he never beat off before he fucked with her, shit, this is a whole new fucking world you done opened up for this motherfucker.
Yeah, for real.
Nasty bitch. But then again, what nasty bitch, 34 years old, looking at a 12-year-old like,
Yeah.
I'm attracted to this
Yeah,
motherfucker.
that's rough.
You nasty ass fucking hoe.
That's really rough. That's some really rough shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Look, I
Like-
remember I ran into an old teacher of mine at the post office like a year or two after I graduated high school.
Yeah.
Just happened to be in the area. I wasn't even really living around there. And the only thing that I could have done that would have been remotely close would have been ask that teacher out at that point. You know what I mean? She wasn't that unattractive. She was a fairly attractive lady. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like something I wanted to do, but the only thing remotely close to what that guy did would have been to ask that teacher out right at that moment. Because you never can ask your teacher out at school.
Nah.
If you want to ask a teacher out, you got to like get through school and then be like, oh, hey,
See,
I'm
look,
grown now. You want to?
That's
like,
the same
have
thing
lunch.
I thought about one of my teachers, man. Bad motherfucker, man. And when she got hired, she was 23.
Yeah, that's not.
And I'm like, all right, you're 23, I'm 17,
That's
but
not
I'm about
far.
to get out this motherfucker.
That's not far. Yeah.
Then I got out, got in trouble, needed her help, and she hooked me up, and I helped her out. But I'm like, damn, you know what? I wonder if I could really holler at you and maybe pull something. You know what I mean? That would have been that moment, but I never tried it. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, she probably still looks at me as like some kind of fucking student, though. You know what I'm saying?
Could be. You never can tell with these
But
things.
I was like, man, but then I look back at shit though, because there was this one teacher, back in elementary school. I remember her. She reminded me of
Mary Kay Letourneau.
kind of, but she reminded me of like Peggy Bundy, because that's how she used to dress at school.
Okay.
She used to have the low cut leopard shirts, man. Titties were big as fuck. They were always out, and she was always
She was rocking leopard print in school.
Yeah.
That seems way too sexy for school.
Bro, this is 86? Yeah, 86.
So, like, what were you, 3?
Nah, I was 5. But I remember this because I remember her titties. Because fucking, she would always hug up on the little boys and he'll pinch your cheeks and make sure you had your snacks and shit situated. I'm like, she ain't even my teacher. She's over here fucking with all of us. You know what I mean?
Hey, she was, I don't know.
And I was like, it made me think. I was like, I wonder if she was one of
I
them.
wonder how many of these teachers were fucking their students.
And I really can't remember this woman's name. If I could remember her name, I would try to look her up. But I cannot remember her name to save my ass because she wasn't my teacher. She was the teacher across from my teacher's room. You know what I mean?
But you remember them titties.
I remember them titties clear as fucking day.
Them titties.
Because fucking she'd always come in the room and she'd always come down and hug you, and them titties would just hit you in the face. You get plop plop. You're like, all right, hey, how you doing?
Good morning.
Yeah, like, all right. She always had her titties out. You know what I mean? Like, she come down, get you a hug, and you get smacked with these motherfuckers, and you're like, you look at your homie, you throw your thumbs up because I got smacked with her titties today. Did you get? Nah, she ain't hugged me yet today. Go get your hug today, man. You know what I mean? Like, you little kids.
Yeah.
Titties were highlights at 5 years old, you know?
I mean, yeah.
But then I got to thinking, I'm like, damn, I wonder if she was one of those. You know what I mean? I never thought about it until I got older.
She was grooming you. She was rubbing her titties all over you, and then one day she was going to bust that thing out and throw it on you.
Who knows?
She'd throw that monkey at you.
I wasn't there long enough for that to happen because in 4th grade we moved. This was like 1st to 2nd grade.
If you ran into your fucking 1st grade sexy next door neighbor teacher, your next door classroom
I probably
teacher,
wouldn't even recognize her, bro.
I'm saying like when you're like in high school.
Oh yeah.
And then she fucking she throws that thing on you.
I was
Bro.
like, man, because I was talking to my sister about that shit. I was like, yo. And I asked her if she remembered her. She was like, yeah, I remember that bitch always hugging the boys and shit. I was like, okay, so you remember her hugging
She remembers it the same way.
Okay, yeah.
There's something there, Mike. That dog hunts.
So I was like, okay, wait a minute. So you
There's
remember
smoke.
her.
There's real smoke there.
And I was like, damn. I was like, man, I can't remember her name. She's like, yeah, she had the red hair. Always had her shit up like in one of those.
A bun.
Yeah, bun kind of thing.
Yeah.
She literally reminded me of Peggy Bundy. When I would see Peggy Bundy, I'm like, yo, that's the teacher across the hallway. That's her. And I was like, I always wanted to bang Peggy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something to this.
Everything connects.
And I was like, man, I was like, I got to figure out who that teacher was. Because I was like, I bet you she was probably one of them motherfucking monster bitches that was trying to get kids. She was probably playing with dicks and didn't even know it.
Oh my God! I mean, how many could there have been? Like the amount of teachers that could have been up to no good.
That's the other
is
thing.
Staggering.
Because you see the fucking when I went to high school, the cameraman for the high school, he ended up getting charged with that shit, man.
The guy that took the pictures for the yearbook.
Yeah, not the yearbook, whatever. He took the pictures for like the school. He was always at all the sporting events, and he got fucking charged.
That's why he
fuck
was
was
trying
his
to get
name?
himself down. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't remember his name because I thought because he had the same name as the tech teacher, but when they said it was that guy, I was like, oh shit, not the tech teacher. They're like, nah, the guy that takes the pictures. I'm like, who the fuck is the dude to take pictures? They're like, the little Chinese dude. I'm like, oh shit, damn, he's one of them motherfuckers. Wow. But then I thought about it. You always see the little girl, the cheerleaders, always ha 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 and laughing. He's joking with him and all this shit. You know what I mean?
He's always working it.
And I was like, damn, I didn't realize that. And I'm like, man, I be looking back and I'm thinking, like, what other people were out here that we were around that
and
we didn't know?
Too.
Yeah.
You know, the same stuff that you recognize in the Superman movie that you didn't recognize in the thing that you're never going to get to repeat.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you can watch Superman back and be like, oh, shit, look at Lois Lane's getting horny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you didn't realize that.
That's right.
Because, like, all right, it's the perfect joint. When Superman goes to see her at the apartment after he saves her, because she's trying to get the interview, and he knows as Clark Kent that she can get the scoop. He goes to her apartment and she's in her fucking robe, and he goes, oh, I got all these powers, I'm this, I'm that, you know, I can see through things. And she goes, well, what color panties I got on? And I'm like, ain't this about a bitch?
My God.
This bitch asked Superman what color panties she got on.
I'd have been like, well,
and she's standing behind this fucking lead wall, and he's like, I can't see through lead. She was like, all right. And then later on, they're talking, and she walks away, and he goes, pink. And she said, excuse me? He goes, your panties, they pink. And I'm like, God damn, fuck out of here. I did not catch that as a child.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Not something you'd notice.
Exactly.
Yep. And how many times did that happen in reality when you were young and you could have been banging a chick or you could have been getting raped? Like,
there's so many opportunities over there.
That's right.
Like, I told my son, I said, son, you're in a level of stupidity right now. Girls are going to say shit to you because girls mature way quicker than we do.
Once your dookie starts glistening, they never know what's going to happen next.
Because I remember there was shorties that when I look back at shit that we would talk and they would mention things and I wouldn't catch it. And they would throw the clues out there and it just wouldn't click to me because I was dumb. We hit that dumb era in our lives where our brain completely shuts the fuck off and our blood is straight out our dick, and that's what we think with for a while. So you don't catch the shit you should be catching. I'm like, damn, I missed out on a couple good opportunities with some banging ass women because I didn't catch the fucking clue.
Yeah.
Because they weren't direct, because they were taught to play the game with the clues and the emotions, where we're like, yo, just tell us some shit and let's keep it going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I go back to like, who are these?
But you know, it's funny. I'm an adult, and that shit still doesn't appeal to me.
What
like the same stupid fucking hits or whatever. I'm still just like,
hell no. Just
what do you
tell
want?
me direct.
Do you want something or not? Leave me alone.
The fucking trying to figure out the clues and all that shit. I ain't got time for that shit, man. Too old for that shit.
That's right.
Tell me what the fuck it is. Let's see what we can do about it and keep it fucking moving. I ain't got time to sit here try to figure out this, try to figure out that. What the fuck is in your mind that I got to try to pull out? No. I ain't got time for that shit. Let me know what's up. Let's keep it fucking moving. The worlds keep turning. We got shit to do. What's the deal? You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, fuck. All that, like, I told my boy, see, you're going to run into this shit. You're going to have a whole bunch of riddles and games and all this giggling and sniggling and shit. You'll be all right. You know, I said, you could try to navigate it because it was this couple that was sitting behind us at the pizza joint, and we were having this conversation, and I said, boy, you know, you're at the dumb stage in your life right now. You're going to be stupid for a while. He's like, no, I'm not. I said, no, yes, you are. You don't know it, but you are. Because girls make men do stupid shit, and we do the stupid shit because we are fucking dumb when it comes to fucking women. And he was like, huh? You don't know this now, but you will remember this conversation when you get older and you tell your son. You're going to tell him, boy, you're going to be stupid for a while. It's okay. And you're going to tell him you're going to be stupid about women. You're not going to be stupid about other shit around the world, but when it comes to women, you're going to be fucking dumb.
You might be dumb forever.
You know, you never know.
That's right.
Yeah. And I hear the lady in the back, it's an elder couple, man. They're like in their maybe late 60s, right? And the woman is laughing. Yeah, I can hear her rolling. She's just having a ball with it. And I turn around, I catch a glimpse of the husband, and he's like this. I'm like, yeah, you see what I'm saying?
See, they're backing me up here.
Seniority over here. This man got seasoning on him. He already know. He's probably still stupid. You know?
That's right. Like, we all stupid forever.
That's just the way it is.
Yep. The only way to avoid is to avoid these bitches. One of these days, maybe I'll meet a bitch I don't want to avoid, but we'll see.
Oh, the World Cup is going on? I forgot we had that still out here.
There's all sorts of stuff.
I didn't know the World Cup was happening.
Yeah, the soccer shit's been popping. And some girl from America went and like lost in Wimbledon in 2 straight sets, getting shut out in both of them. She lost like 6-0 in both of them or some shit like that. Terrible.
Yeah, fucking. I seen old Angela Reese. She's on fire. She's been fucking putting up points now.
Oh, good for her. She's starting to make her shots.
Okay, I said, well, all right, there she go.
But she got Reebok shoes, man. Don't nobody want Reeboks.
Hey, look, she's making her money some kind of way. Like, fuck.
They're pulling in more money than they ever have now.
That is also true.
Them girls are
because of them 2 girls.
Yep.
2 women changed the whole face of the WNBA. Like, she's on the cover of what is it, the NBA 2K?
Yeah, she's on
225K or whatever the fuck it is. And people were giving her shit about that. I'm like, look, if your agent didn't do the job for you,
yeah, if you can land it, take it.
Why not?
Yeah.
So what? She ain't got to be the best player.
Motherfucker, I'll be on the NBA cover.
Like,
I don't give a fuck.
If her agent's putting in work, that means your agent ain't doing the job that you need your agent to do or your manager to do.
Well,
whoever,
plus,
she got a team
2K,
behind her.
2K may very well be like, we want these players.
That too.
You know what I mean?
to sell the fucking game.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. You know, use what you got. If you're getting paid for it, fuck it. If my name
like
be out
what
there,
they really needed was both of them facing off.
that would have been tight.
That
if
would
you
have
had
been
both of them on the cover.
So what you do is you got them both down low, like going for the ball, looking at each other, and then you've got the men players up bound behind them.
That would have sold a whole lot more instead of just having different covers.
That's right.
Because you got the cover for the women, cover for the men's, and all.
Well, I saw one. It was like on ESPN. There was a cover of it, and it had like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and then like or whoever the fuck this guy is from the
because there's 2 dudes,
and then there was some other dude. It looked like it might have been Carmelo Anthony on the cover. And
then, they had an old school cat,
and then it was Angela Reese. But if they had Angela Reese like staring at Caitlin Clark, staring at Angela Reese down at the bottom, and then had the old school or whoever modern male players at the top with the 2K in the middle,
that would have been a better idea. That's Absolutely. A better marketing joint instead of having 3 different joints.
Like lean into the fact that these girls are big. Put them both on the cover and you know, go for it
because
as much as you
Caitlin
can.
Clark, her name itself just fucking sells out shit.
Sells out like crazy.
Like it ain't nothing.
Like no shoes left.
Yeah. And look,
I mean, shit, I'd rock that bitch shoes if they was comfortable, but I don't really fuck with Nikes.
I give her that. The girl can ball, and she has her signature beyond the arc shot. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, she's nasty with it.
Killing with that motherfucker. Yeah. And with no effort either. You know what I mean?
It's very effortless looking.
It does, don't it?
She really just looks like she's just putting it up.
Just put it up there.
And it goes. It makes simulation theory make sense.
Shit,
the WNBA at this point is starting to make simulation theory add up because the girls are getting hotter and they're making shots more. They're like whatever. I don't know. They're probably not making more shots, but like they're hotter. And that's what really matters.
It doesn't matter. And they're fucking hot.
That's what matters. They're much hotter than they used to be. And that's what matters.
There is shit to that. Because the ones before it, when they first started, they're very homely.
That's right.
Very homely looking.
There you go. Well, it's like the WWF, right? They got lady wrestlers now that are like somewhat attractive.
Oh my God! Fuck.
And back in the day, back in the day, the lady wrestlers were not that attractive.
They were rough. You had what? Sensational Sherry. China was a little rough.
They was rough bitches. Pre them, they were really rough.
Jacqueline and Sable came out and they were good.
They started getting hot around then.
Jacqueline, Sable, Sunny.
But it still wasn't the level of what it is now.
Hell no. Yeah.
Like they were just like side pieces on the there to be seen. They didn't really wrestle like they do now.
Elizabeth wasn't even all that. Really,
she never
really
wrestled.
She didn't wrestle. She was just there. She was
pretty lady.
Candy.
She was a pretty lady standing there.
Didn't say shit. Was like
she was a damsel in distress.
Yeah. She was the bitch that King Kong would have grabbed up and took up to the top of the building.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
she'd have been going, "Randy, help me, Randy."
And he would have been there. I got you, Elizabeth.
I'm coming up, Elizabeth.
I'm coming up here, King Kong. You think you're gonna do this to me?
I'll whoop that monkey ass.
I'm the macho man, Randy Savage. I will rain down upon thee and get smacked up.
That would have been a problem. Big problem. Shit.
Hell yeah. But yeah, there is something to that.
Yeah, man. That's why they're starting to pop, because they're coming down like a runway when they get there.
Yeah,
You know,
and that's a big thing too, because they're
They be looking
they're
stylish. They be looking good.
and they're getting deals from the fashion people and all
Yeah.
this other shit. So it's
Yeah.
like, all right, and as always,
And that's bringing more
sex
money.
Will always sell. A pretty bitch in a dress,
Dude,
will always fucking
I would
sell.
rather that the WNBA had pretty bitches having good competition. That when I watched, I was like, "Wow, this is fun to watch," because they're actually playing and they're hot. Like, I would much rather watch the women be competitive and attractive than like the regular NBA. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, I prefer watching ladies
Like
do
fuck,
things.
we watch fucking the women's volleyball all
Whenever
the fucking
it's
time.
on,
Yeah.
dog. We don't watch the
Just
men
shit.
play volleyball.
And the softball. We watch the women's softball.
I don't watch baseball.
Volleyball.
I watch basketball because I like it, and I would watch men's and women's basketball. But I don't watch really any other sports other than like the NFL that doesn't have an option to watch the ladies. If the ladies are on in volleyball or softball
they
or
do
whatever,
have an NFL, or not really. It's
Watch.
a small league, because there's a shorty that I follow on Instagram, nice ass receiver for like the Lady Commanders, or whatever, man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, sure.
the bitch is a beast, but she looks good too.
And it's more fun, I think, to watch them play.
Yeah, but I feel even the women that are in that, like, you would think there's some hurt women. Nah, they really ain't. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
the offensive line. Even though they fucking big bitches, they fucking still look good. I'm like, look at this shit.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead with y'all's
Like,
bad self.
there's totally a lane that could be filled by guys like us. Are going to be like, yeah, man, that bitch looks good. I'll watch her play basketball. I'll watch her
Yeah.
play football. Like, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I'm cool watching a girl play football.
Yeah.
Fuck, especially if she out there doing it.
If she's looking good and they're playing with talent, like
Yeah.
I'm like double whammy. That's great.
Like, fuck,
I'll
go
watch
for
men
it.
play with a talent that I don't even really care to look at. But like, you gonna put pretty girls out there and have them doing it? Shit.
Man, I had this kid today.
Let's go.
Went to Smashburger, and this kid was like, yo, man, hey, I'm rooting for your team this year. And I'm like, oh, that's what's up,
'Cause
man.
the Panthers.
Yeah, I said, you a fan of the Panthers? He was like, nah, but I really love watching them, man. This past year, they started looking good around the end. I said, yeah. I said, now they actually did something right where they're trying to build around the quarterback, for the quarterback, you know what I mean? And all this shit to be giving the protection, to get the defense and all that shit right. So I was like, it might be an interesting year this year. I said, the only people in the South that I really worry about us going against is the Bucks. That's it. And even with them, I
Well,
think
they
we
ain't
might have
had
a better
Brady.
chance.
They ain't had Brady around a long time, so who knows
But
if they're gonna be any good.
Baker,
Baker Mayfield?
I gotta give that boy credit. That boy got hella heart, but how long is that heart gonna last when you keep getting hit? Yeah, what I mean,
But if you build around and protect him, and make him
Exactly,
not
you can
have
make
to
it-
be
yeah.
so heart filled all the time.
but I'm like, I really think that this football season is gonna be a good fucking season all around. I think we're gonna see some good games, man, this year.
I'm sure there'll be some interesting ends to Washington games that I'll catch.
Oh yeah.
But I don't usually watch full games anymore.
Oh man, it's just because it's the sport. It's like how you with basketball. That's how I am with football. Granted, fuck the NFL, but I do like football. I like the sport. You know what I mean? Yeah, they softened it the fuck up, but I still enjoy the sport.
I'll watch it some. I just don't. I'll watch 10 minutes, but I'm not going to be like, oh, there's 20 minutes left in this game. I'm going to watch till the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
I'll tune the fuck out of most sports.
I go back and forth. Like if the game's on, I'll switch back and forth. But I'll watch a good majority of the game unless there's something else that I click on and it's fucking like, oh wait a minute, I'll watch this and all right, that's a commercial. Let me see what's going on in the
some
game. Type
interesting
shit.
shit, yeah.
But I still love football. That's just my thing.
Well, like football's not going to stop me from watching like a documentary about Antarctica or some shit. You know what I mean?
That's true, because I'll definitely watch that
I'll
shit.
have that on and have the TV on maybe in the background. I'll mute the football game and watch the Antarctica.
What was I watching? I was watching something recently about shit in Egypt. Like they were uncovering new tombs and shit they were finding. They're like,
with the LiDAR shit that they're using underground.
I don't know what they had, but they found new tombs, and they found this one tomb that had a ring from might have been Ramsey or one of them, and they're like, this ring should not be over here because his tomb is like way over here somewhere, and they're like, I don't know how this ring would have gotten here. I'm like, that's probably because motherfucking thieves, motherfuckers taking shit out, and they found this motherfucker before you found it, and they dropped it on the way out.
Maybe
it could be that, Or it could be another motherfucker that was rocking the ring that was like, oh, I took this off the body. Like, fuck him. He already did. I don't give a shit. I'm rocking Ramsey's ring now. You know what I'm saying?
Would you do that if you got Ramsey's ring? Would you rock an ancient Egyptian ring?
Fuck no, man. You gotta respect the dead, bro. Fuck no. I'm not gonna take nobody.
You wouldn't take nobody's ring off their dead fingers?
No, bro, because that's disrespectful to the dead. You asking for the bad juju to be on you.
Now, what if it's like post-apocalypse? You find somebody with a gun. You take their gun out of their cold dead hands and use that?
Yeah, guns different. You know what I mean?
I agree.
A gun's different. Guns for protection.
I agree. I think that like what you're saying right now, I couldn't disagree with more. Like I don't want to like snatch
I don't want
jewelry
something
off the
personal
dead.
that has like that has that attachment of.
If you're buried with it, even if you're just some Egyptian that's getting buried with everything, I still don't want that personal attachment to your dead ass. You know
because
what I mean?
fucking you have that is something in your life that was personal to you,
right?
That is like yours. It holds sentiment. It holds like essence to it.
It has power to it.
So if you take that and you're being disrespectful by taking it off that, you inviting the bad shit to come to you.
Did you ever watch Captain Planet?
Yeah.
You remember the rings them little bastards had?
Yeah.
Would you take one of them rings off of their cold dead hands?
Okay, here's the thing. So it depends.
That's a good one. That's a good one, right?
See, they're not really attached to the ring. They use the ring to help
to control their powers.
Exactly. The ring has.
But the ring
power.
gives them the power, right?
The ring gave them
so
the power.
So you snatch that ring, you got the power.
So now I can do this, because somebody needs to pick up the.
Could you be like Thanos and get all 5 of them rings off the Captain Planet kids and like summon Captain Planet by yourself?
I think you should be able to. Like in theory, yeah, I can do that.
Or you could just like Earth, Wind, Fire.
Because at the end of the day, the world still needs Captain Planet. Somebody got to step up to the plate and summon the blue motherfuckers.
These motherfuckers are dead. I mean? It's up to you.
Somebody has to do this.
Snatch their rings up off them and bring Captain Planet back.
It's not their wedding ring. This is a ring given to them by fucking Gaia to summon Captain Planet because the world needs fucking Captain Planet. So the world still needs this motherfucker. Yeah. They might be dead and gone.
All right.
Hey, look. Captain Planet, I summoned you, what was it? Earth, Fire, Wind, Water, Heart? Yeah.
Yes. Heart.
Come on, man. Heart was one of the most useless goddamn things.
That dude was weak, but no, like, Heart's important.
It's important, but that motherfucker couldn't do shit. All these other motherfuckers, you got Kwame over here moving the Earth.
Yeah, for real.
You can
burn down the forest if I need.
The blonde bitch blowing out the air and shit. You got the fucking little Asian chick riding dolphins on the waves and shit. You got Wheeler, got Fire all day. This motherfucker sitting in the corner. I'm lonely. Heart. But he could have got some hoes real quick though.
But that fire joint would be dope for lighting J's and taking.
That's what I'm saying. You got Kwame who could grow the shit. We are to weed.
Bro,
I got this.
If you had earth and wind and water, if you just had earth and water at your control, and you could just like fill up potting plants with dirt and grow shit with the water. Let me get some more water on this.
Yeah.
I'll make it rain right on my plants and nowhere else.
No problem,
bro. That'd be some great shit. I'd absolutely take that shit off their cold dead hands.
You see what I'm saying? Again, the world needs Captain Planet.
It's situationally dependent.
Yeah.
I'm taking Captain Planet powers, and I'm summoning Captain Planet when I need him, but I'm using 2 or 3 powers at a time.
Oh yeah, fuck it all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like shit. Like I said, little man, the only thing he can really do with heart is
you be running from the cops. You can hit him with that heart.
Yep.
Snatch all their heart away from him.
Yeah, but like you scared. Heart.
You're scared to drive fast. Heart.
You don't want to arrest me. Heart.
Yeah, you could use it to Jedi mind trick people, man.
You know what? You're good.
If you played your heart right, you could use it to fucking Jedi mind trick motherfuckers.
All day long.
These are
all
not the
day
droids
long.
you're looking for.
Yep.
Heart.
Heart. What the fuck is this? You sorry, my heart. You're okay. Do you want a sandwich? Yeah, please.
Yes.
You know?
Get the hell on. Heart.
You can heart the fuck out of some shit.
Absolutely.
Me walking around. I don't suck dick. Heart.
Well, I guess maybe just this one time.
Oh, goddamn, we're so wrong for that.
No, man, that would be the way to use the power.
That'd be the only way you really could.
Well, only one you could use in public with people. You couldn't be like, hey, check it out. I'm going to burn that fucking forest over there. You know what I mean? Like, I got a burn pile over here. I'm going to knock it out real quick. And then hold up, water. Yeah, I just put it out. It's all good.
Yeah, no problem. I'm
We're
just
not
showing you
burning
what I
nothing
can
down. Like, think of the forestry management you could do with the fire and water fucking.
do. Oh, yeah.
You know, you walk into like the forest, you char some shit up, hit it with the water real quick, put it right the fuck back out.
Yeah, because they calling you. Oh, we got this wildfire going on. Okay, what you need me to do? I got you. All right, you need to just snuff it out.
Come knock it out.
You know what I mean? You know, we got this motherfucking landslide. I can stop it. Put it back up real quick. I got y'all. We gonna
I mean,
move
you
it.
could knock out fucking
You could do so much
hurricanes
shit.
and tornadoes and shit with that wind.
Yeah.
You be out there like, hold up, I got you, Miami.
You gotta
Wind.
hold it down like this. I got you. Hold on, motherfucker. Wait a minute.
It's all right.
You
Just
doing
let me
all
do my
kinds
thing.
of shit. But then when it gets too major, like, fuck, I need the blue dude. Hey, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I need you out here.
Captain Planet.
Because, see, once he's done, that's the thing with Captain Planet. Once he's done, he's like, all right, I fixed it. And he goes back to the rings. He don't stick around for shit.
Yeah, he goes back to wherever he hangs out when he's not doing things for Captain Planet shit.
He's splitting 5 like the fucking Voltron bots. You know what I mean?
But do you think he's like chilling somewhere, or his essence is in all of the rings?
It's got to be a little bit of him in everything because he needs all 5 rings to put them together. If you ain't got all 5 rings, he's not complete.
Yeah, it's not like he's like playing fucking Call of Duty and shit at his house.
Yeah, he ain't sitting in a genie bottle. You know what I mean? Playing Madden. You know what I mean? You got to summon that motherfucker.
Yeah. He's not just hanging out in the genie bottle.
Like Genie, he go back into the spot. He got a whole crib in that motherfucking bottle.
Yeah, but it's boring. He don't have cable. He ain't got no video games.
Genie probably got all
He's down
kinds
there
of shit
putting
in there.
the same what are they? You know, the puzzles. He's putting puzzles
putting
together
puzzles
and shit,
together?
and then he breaking them up and putting them back together. How to put the same 17 puzzles together?
Genie could have some
6,000
shit though. You gotta
motherfucking
think a
times.
Genie could have some
I mean,
shit.
I guess that's true. You could be like, give me like 2022 technology.
Because when he pops up, you know what I mean, and you make a wish, this motherfucker be on the slide just taking some shit real quick. Hey, you don't mind, I'm gonna take this with me. You asked 3 wishes, but I'm gonna just grab this real quick.
Yep.
As some collateral just in case you fuck up.
Yep.
I got this. I'm gonna take this. You know what I
that's
mean?
a genie on the ball right there.
Yeah, you had to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, don't forget, catch us at the Cannabis Festival coming up Saturday.
Yeah. We gonna be out there,
We're
y'all.
gonna be up in there. I got my ticket. Mike got his. Did you got his?
Yep.
Lisa got hers.
We gonna make something happen.
We'll be around. We gonna come see you.
You'll see
I might
us
give
out
me
there.
some Blues Brothers little baby ducks to hand out with the cards. You know.
So what ducks?
Tell people to see the light. You know, them little tiny little ducks.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be putting on Jeeps and shit.
Yeah.
You could buy them in bulk on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about buying like 100 or 200 of these fucking. They got caps and sunglasses, and I was like,
Shout
oh,
out
Blues Brother
Blues
joints
Brother
to glow in the
ducks.
dark. Yeah, that's what's up.
That's funny,
Hand
right
them joints
there.
out, yo. See the light. Watch our show. Check me out.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I think I'm gonna order those.
Tight.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we love you very much.
Love y'all.
Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen, keep moving forward.
That's right. Keep grinding on the things you're trying to get done, because that's how they get done.
We believe in you.
And don't forget, we love you very, very much.
Love y'all.
We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Go.